and he joins us this morning. Good morning, Hulk.
Worcester, Massachusetts. Adam, what's up, my brother?
What is going on, Hulkster?
Brother, the only thing that's going on in this world is what's old is new again, man. See, the Rolling Stones are back on tour. I just talked to the Kiss boys. They're getting ready to rock the house, and Hulk Hogan's going to conquer the wrestling world whenever I feel like it.
You know what? Since we are an Oldies 98.9, I have to ask you, how old are you, Hulkster, these days?
Brother, I'm old enough to be your father. I'm 49 years old, so you better act right.
You're not 49.
49, feeling fine like red wine in the summertime.
You've got the new autobiography out. What kind of things are we going to learn about Hulk Hogan by reading this autobiography?
What you're going to learn is my interpretation, and it's, everybody's got an opinion, but I lived this thing, brother. You're going to hear exactly what happened from my perspective from the time I started, making $100 a week, wrestling 10 times a week, sleeping in my car for a couple of years, to the time I sold out Madison Square Garden more than any other character Vince McMahon could find. All the mistakes I made along the way, and just everybody's got an opinion about what happened in wrestling, but I was there. I can tell you what happened with me. That's what this book's about.
What would your biggest mistake be? What's your biggest regret?
My biggest regret was going on Arsenio Hall and talking about steroids and just playing with words, at the time I was on the show, I wasn't doing them, and he asked me, do you do steroids? I said, no, and I should have said, I don't do them now, but I did them for a few years, 10 years altogether, and I should have just went straight with the damn thing instead of dancing around the subject.
Well, that whole thing just got blown out of proportion anyway.
Well, it did. I mean, they singled me out, but every baseball player, football player, hockey player, I'm not going to say radio disc jockey, but everybody else I knew was doing them.
What's the favorite storyline you were ever a part of as Hulk Hogan?
Favorite storyline? Well, it was an ongoing storyline, probably with a guy that hates my guts right now, a guy named Randy Savage. The fact that, his wife, Miss Elizabeth, still can't say the name. Elizabeth was my manager and his manager, and all the twists and turns. It was the longest ongoing storyline, and no matter how much Randy Savage can't stand me, I think he's okay, and he made me a ton of money.
How much of your personal life comes into these plot lines?
With me, none. I mean, I don't run around ripping my shirt off at home and, and screaming at my wife and kids, hey, brother, get your ass ready for school. Get the books good. Personal stuff, not part of my deal. I mean, some guys, want to go out and use their real name, and if they're dating Stacy Keibler, they'll put Tess and Stacy Keibler together. But, my real life never entered into this thing.
All right, Hulk Hogan, I got to put you into character. Let's pretend you and I are fighting in the main event at WrestleMania. Besides the fact that you're going to kick my ass, let's hear your pre-fight interview.
Well, you know something, Adam? I body slam giants. I took the Rock and put him in his place because rocks will sink, stones will fall, but I'm going to beat Adam up worst of all. So what you going to do, Adam, when Hulk Hogan, the greatest wrestler of all times, and the 24-inch pythons destroy you just like I'm going to destroy Vince McMahon when I come back to wrestling? What you going to do, Adam?
I'm going to run. That's what I'm going to do.
Awesome, brother. Awesome.
Let me give you the names of 3 people, and you tell me your immediate feelings on those 3 people. The first things that come to mind. Osama bin Laden.
Dead chicken.
Vince McMahon.
Deader chicken.
Andre the Giant.
God bless his soul.
Were you guys good friends?
Yeah, we were, brother. He's a good guy, man. If he'd have been a mean, nasty, filthy, disease-ridden giant, all of our lives would have been miserable. But he was a very nice person with all the problems he had, never being comfortable, never could sit in a chair, walk through airports with people making fun of him, gawking at him, with everything he had. Can you imagine being 7'4", 5, almost 700 pounds when he got unhealthy, when he was not feeling good, and trying to sit in a chair or lay in a king-size bed or sit in a first-class airplane seat with your head stuck up sideways in the top of the cabin. I mean, he was never comfortable, but he never complained or bitched about it.
I could not imagine that, nor could I imagine body slamming the bastard like you did.
Not me, brother. That must have been somebody else.
You're the role model to millions of Hulkamaniacs out there. Who would Hulk Hogan's role model be?
Well, brother, it was kind of weird. The funniest thing was, the role model for me was there were 2 people. One was Babe Ruth, because I didn't know how much hot dogs and how much beer he drank. All I knew is he hit home runs.
Right.
He was fat like me and couldn't run around the bases. The only other guy was not really a hero. He was just an actor. That was John Wayne, and I used to love watching him.
Do your thing. We'll see you next time you're at the Worcester Centrum Center, Hulk.
Okay, my brother. Be cool.
Thanks, man.
See ya. You know something, brothers? This is Hulk Hogan, the greatest wrestler of all times. In Worcester, Massachusetts, I was going to call you Adam West. Let me go again. This is Hulk Hogan, the greatest wrestler of all times. And you're listening to my main man, Adam Webster, on 98.9. So what you going to do, Worcester, when Hulk Hogan and Adam Webster run wild on you? What you going to do?